Hi, I'm Andrei Mincov, the founder of Trademark Factory. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between incorporating and trademarking. Should you incorporate? Should you trademark? Should you do both? Should you do neither? That's what this video is going to be about.
Get it trademarked with Trademark Factory.
Now, there's a huge difference between incorporating when you register your company name with the corporate registry as opposed to trademarking when you trademark the name of your business with a trademarks office. Like I said, a huge difference. These two things are completely separate, and I want to once and for all dispel the myths around it. Now, first, do you need to be incorporated to register a trademark? No, you don't. In most countries, you can register a trademark as an individual. Whether you have an incorporated business or not does not matter. Now, there are some countries out there that may require you to follow a certain tax regime to qualify before you can apply for a trademark. That's not the case in US, that's not the case in Canada, that's not the case in most countries really. If you have a brand, you can trademark it whether or not it's an incorporated company. You can start the trademarking process as an individual, then form a company later, then you can assign this trademark to the company, or the other way around. You can start with a company, then pass it on to yourself as it doesn't matter. These two things are completely separate. If you're saying to yourself, well, before I trademark this business, I got to incorporate a company, don't. There is no correlation between the two whatsoever. So that's number one. The other thing is, the other myth is that a lot of people think, well, I incorporated this company with this name. The name is protected. I don't need a trademark. That's false. That's entirely not so. At best, you are protected against somebody else registering a similar company name in the same state or province, if you're in Canada, that you are. And this is very limiting. And at best, again, this gives you the right to go after them for infringement on your trade name or your company name. And the remedies, the ease with which you can enforce that is 1,000,000 times worse compared to what you can do with a registered trademark. So when you incorporate a company, what happens is it gets registered in the corporate registry. And when you register a trademark, it gets registered in the trademark register. And these two registries, even though they're both ran by the government, they don't talk to each other. They're completely separate. When you file for a trademark, the trademarks office does not care if somebody had maybe registered a company with exact same name in the state or the province or even on the federal level. They don't talk to each other. Similarly, when you incorporate a company, the corporate registry is not going to check the trademarks office database to see if somebody else had trademarked a similar brand. So that's another myth. And here's the other thing: when you incorporate your business, when you incorporate to business and you register your business name as part of that incorporation, here's what happens. Anybody else, yes, they would not be able to register a company with the same name in the same state or the same province, but they can register under a different name and run their service as that. Let's pretend you incorporate a business, Rainbow and Lollipops Plumbing Company, okay? Somebody else may, in the same state, in the same province, incorporate as ABC Plumbing Inc. Okay, names are not confusing, totally different, right? Has nothing to do with rainbows, but ABC Plumbing can then, let's say, buy a domain name rainbow and lollipops plumbing or plumber or whatever.com, assuming that it's available. Or if it's not available, some combination that is available. And they can start selling their services from that domain name as ABC Plumbers. They are not infringing on your company name because they didn't register as Rainbow and Lollipops Plumbers Inc. And again, you might be successful in a lawsuit against them that they are infringing on your company name by having that domain name. But trust me, it's going to be a lot harder compared to enforcing that if you had a trademark. And the last thing is, with a lot of business owners selling their products on Amazon, Amazon's got a Amazon brand registry where if you have a registered trademark, you can register that brand with Amazon. And if somebody's trying to sell products under that same brand or a similar brand, you can go through Amazon channels and say, we have our trademark, it's registered in your brand registry, and these guys are trying to sell a product with the same name without our authorization. And Amazon is going to shut them down. You can't do the same thing if you only have a company name, right? So it's not just about interstate commerce. It's not about you physically being present in a lot of different states or a lot of different provinces. It's about what can you do with this registration. And if you are thinking from the brand protection side, Incorporation is not going to give you that. Only trademarking your brand is going to actually protect your brand and allow you the tools to enforce it against anybody who may be dumb enough to infringe it. I hope you found this useful. If you did, subscribe now, get notified whenever the next video goes live. That's what the bell is for. And if you've got a brand you want to protect, whether you're incorporated or not incorporated, go to trademarkfactory.com, book a call with our strategy advisors, and they'll be happy to walk you through the process. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.